Combs had 20, and then I had to note I was extremely impressed with Carson Seitz. What'd you guys see in that game?
You know, the Eagles, they're really hitting their shots well in this tournament. They didn't shoot as many in that Marshfield game, but they've been on a tear here recently. And as Blancett, it tries to get that record for the best start in the history of the Eagles by a first-year head coach. 13-0, Kevin Albers went back in the 80s. So Blancett's a few games away from there.
What's that?
Oh my goodness, someone talk.
Oh,
Way too much dead air.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, Burns started talking in the mic. He was on the phone. But what I saw, I mean, the Eagles played great. If they could just finish, they are by far the best team in this tournament. I mean, Kale took it to the hoop so many times. He just struggled to finish it. I think if he finished it, we win this game by 40.
That's a bold statement, because I had Parkview winning by 30 yesterday. That didn't happen.
And as we can see, they upset Parkview. Fair Grove did. 49-33 win. Jackson Roden had 14 points in that game. Spencer Seeger had 10 points. So they had a great showing last night. Shocked most of Southwest Missouri. I don't think anyone had that as an upset.
No, that was one of the ones that, you know, you really expect the bigger stool to pull ahead there. But we've seen that a few times. This has probably been one of the craziest blue and golds that I've seen in years. I've been to 3 games today, and I have seen 5 overtimes.
It's absolutely insane.
Nuts.
There's been upsets all over the place. 5-seeded Sparta, who beat Ozark yesterday, beats Bolivar today.
But first of all, can we talk about Lafferty blocking Kyle late in the game? No one's going to talk about that, because about a minute later, Kyle pulls up from the logo, drills it to force overtime, and then they go to a double overtime, and then they win it.
That was quite the game.
And then the next one, Alante from Republic, he hits a 3 deep to force overtime.
That was from the Bear logo to force overtime. If you would have just fouled, you
That
won the
wasn't
game.
from the Bear logo. That was from the top of the ear of the Bear logo.
It was insane.
That was nuts.
So we'll go ahead and give you the starting lineups. First for Fair Grove, it's Spencer Seiger, Kyle Winterberg, Jackson Roden, Tyler Barnett, and who's the last one? Carson Kreider. So that's the 5 for them. For ⁵Nixa, same lineup.
Sounds fun. And Burns is talking in the mic again.
Oh, loud buzzer. But I sound better, I think. And we're about to get underway. It's the Eagles versus the Eagles. I'm sure we'll call one team the Eagles about 30 times tonight.
Also, hang on. I got to pull up Wyatt's tweet from yesterday whenever we figured out who was playing.
⁵Nixa's in the white. It's Fair Grove in the black with the purple lettering. Tyler Barnett, Noah Engelman, and we're underway. From Great Southern Bank Arena, Fair Grove wins the tip. It goes to Jackson Roden, and they'll start the ball, or they'll start the game with the ball. Up top, they hold it. Now they go to Tyler Barnett. Guess what? Number 23 is not in the program, Trey. And he'll hold the ball at the top of the key. I don't have him.
Yes, you do.
They
He's
go
on a 30.
inside, shot up, and good. Oh, it's out of order. Who would have thought? And that was Braden Braxter that scored right there. The one that's in a weird spot in my program. Combs goes right side to Hines now. Now up top, Peters. They throw it to Kemp. Kemp to Engelman. Now right side, Hines. Hines passes it to the cutter. It's Corey Kemp. Kemp working on his defender, throws it up, can't get it to go. And now he'll be whistled for a foul.
The loser of this game is going to be the Fighting Crows for the rest of the year, per Wyatt Wheeler.
Gives you a very weird look, Trey.
He was not happy whenever Fair Grove won yesterday.
7:12 left here in the first quarter. Fair Grove out to a 2-0 lead. Jackson Roden across the timeline, guarded by Hines. They'll throw it up top now, Baxter. And in front of the bench, Seeger. Seeger, jab step, passes it up top to Roden. Look to see Fair Grove slow the basketball game down tonight.
The Brett Reed Classic.
Yes, Roden, left side, now back up top. Almost taken away by Kemp. Now he's out of position. Seiger into the baseline. Shot up, and it rolls in, and it's a 4-0 lead.
That's a tough finish right there.
Combs wants to go fast ahead. Hines for 3, yes! That was quick.
That was quick.
His defender was laying in front of the bench for some reason. I don't know what happened there.
I would have pulled the Allen Iverson, stepped over him.
Across the timeline with Roden. Now high post, Barnett, guarded by Engelman. Throws it back out to Roden at the top of the key. He'll hold it, high post again, it's Barnett. Barnett dribbles back out, picks up his dribble, now throws it cross court, tipped by Combs. He's out of position. It goes to Baxter. Baxter loses his dribble and he'll reset. Hand it off, Roden from way downtown, won't go. Rebound will be held by Fairgrove. Inside, now thrown out, and it'll favor the Nixa Eagles.
One thing I think will hurt the Fairgrove Eagles.
You were loud, Brady.
And we just lost Brady, apparently. Everything was fine until Burns showed up.
Until Burns showed up. Now it's just me and you. And you know what? I sound fine now.
It's
Something's
Brady.
going on, yeah. Combs holds it up top, now goes to Engelman left side. Engelman driving, kicks it out Hines. Hines mid-range jumper, can't connect. Rebound by Engelman, he loses the basketball on the way up.
That was an athletic rebound, just couldn't go up with it.
He went flying through the air, but then got it taken away. Fairgrove into the front court with Winterberg. Hand it off Baxter. He's guarded by Combs. Throw it up top, Roden at the Bear logo. 5:20 to play. It's 4-3, Fairgrove on top. Barnett to the rack. Can't finish. Rebound to Combs. Combs wants to push it ahead. Tough pass to Kemp. I don't know how he got it to him. Kemp fading jumper won't go, and it'll go out of bounds to Nixa.
Yeah, that was the right call there. I just didn't expect him to call it. Of course, I'm biased, as always.
No, I think I'm with you there. Now, if it happened to the other team, you would have been like, oh, that's a terrible call. How did it not go to Nixa?
No, I know. I don't think so.
They go into Engelman. Now Combs spinning through the lane, just throws it up and misses everything.
He wanted a foul. Not going to get it.
And rebound to Fairgrove. Across the timeline, it's Baxter. He'll give it to Roden, who will set up the offense. High post, Barnett. Back out to Roden. Tried to give and go. Won't work. Stolen by Nixa. Now a foul.
Noah hedging hard off that screen almost led to the pick and roll there, but Noah's just too long and too athletic to not get to that ball.
I think we'll see Nix's offense break through on this possession. I don't know why. I've just got a feeling.
I'm with you
All
on
we've
that
seen
one.
is the transition three from Hines. Haven't seen anything from Peters or Combs as Combs holds it up top.
Has picked up.
Combs
that's a good move.
between the legs, three-pointer, no. Rebound to Corey Kemp flying through the lane. Now something's called. Is it a jump ball?
Corey has been all over the place tonight. Even though he hasn't scored, he's really made an impact on this game.
I think he's already got 3 rebounds.
I wouldn't be shocked.
A little confusion.
Who hit the three-pointer for the Eagles?
Garrett.
Garrett?
Yeah, well, Brad's back.
Now I
They
can't
go
find my
inside.
pencil.
Combs can't get it to go off the glass and rebound to Fairgrove.
Defense is stifling for both teams.
I'd say that's the key to winning this game for Fairgrove is shut down Cale Combs and slow it down on the offensive end.
Yeah, here's the problem. If you focus solely on Cale Combs, you're in trouble.
Yes. Roden goes high post. Barnett now kicks it out. Roden for 3. He can't connect and rebound to Cale Combs. Combs wants to go fast, crosses the timeline with 4:05 to play. Combs taking over, throws it over the bottom of the rim, or off of the bottom of the rim. Eagles trap now, and they get it across the timeline with Roden. Behind the back pass to Barnett, who finishes off the glass.
What I'm really shocked about is the connection this team has. I mean, it's a young team. There's 4 sophomores playing, then 1 senior. That's Roden. So they're doing really well right now.
Yeah, dominating on both ends. Combs forced it on the last possession. He goes behind the back, going to fire for 3 again. Oh, he misses everything.
I've been really impressed with Roden in these last couple games that they've played. He has really shown something special.
The
Now I've
lone
gotta look
senior
him
that
up on
plays for
Twitter.
this team. You're going to look him up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Jackson Roden. Jackson with an X.
Oh, that is interesting.
They inbound it.
Oh, he's a
here
baseball
with
player.
3:33 to play. Oh, I like him now.
He
And
played-
that
he
one
played
tipped
in
out of
the
bounds.
All-Star
It'll
game.
stay with Fairgrove. The one I played in was all seniors. He played in the underclassmen one.
Pitcher and shortstop.
They get it into Roden. He picks up his dribble. Now kicks it off. A jumper is good from Braden Baxter. Combs pushes it up ahead. Carson Seitz, he's all alone for 3. Yes! I have been so impressed with Seitz this week.
And he's a soccer player. This
Wow.
kid's an athlete.
Reminds me of Caden Cloud for Nixa. Across the timeline with Jackson Roden.
Another Retone brother just stole a pin of mine.
Now right side, Seiger with 3 minutes. Oh, putting on the dribble moves, but doesn't get anywhere. Now into the corner, and that one goes out of bounds.
The Eagles need to get some offense going, and I think that Carson Seitz is the answer to this. I mean, he comes in early and hits a 3. I think he's going to be huge for the Eagles offense tonight.
Seitz has been impressive so far. 2:45 to play here in the first quarter. Fair Grove with the 8-6 lead. Hines kicks it out to Peters. Now Combs on the left wing. Seitz at the top of the key. Spinning through the lane, kicks it out to Engelman. Now Peters. Peters off to Combs. On the right wing, he'll drive all the way to the basket. Euro step. Oh, he can't finish. And they'll call the foul on the ground.
Yep.
Thought he had it.
Thought he did too.
I guess it wouldn't have counted, so.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It looks good, but it doesn't do anything.
Seitz, the trigger man, underneath his own basket, goes to Combs in the right corner. He puts the dribble moves on, spinning into the paint, now kicks it out, Peters. Peters on the left wing. Jabs, kicks it to the corner to Seitz. Seitz will dribble it back up top and reset. Crossover move, just can't find anything. They go to Combs off a screen. Couldn't handle the pass at first, but now he rattles home a 3.
Seems like it took forever for the Eagles to score there. The Fairgrove defense has been great so far.
Nixa takes their first lead of the game with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
It's a sentence we haven't said in a while.
No.
And you wouldn't expect it against the team Nixa beat by, like, what was it, 40-something last year in the Blue and Gold on this same floor.
Much improved. Tyler Barnett right side, now up top, Baxter.
Well, new players. They got 4 sophomores starting.
Very true. Geitz up top. Now gives it off to Barnett. Barnett picks up his dribble, hits the cutter. Rowden who finishes.
Jackson Rowden.
1:30 to play in the first quarter. Combs into the front court. Spins at the free throw line. He hits the backdoor
Great
cutter.
pass.
Engelman who finishes. Looked like identical plays.
The Eagles are 3 away from tying the Gold Division record for 3-pointers
In a tournament?
in a tournament.
Is it only 29?
30.
29.
30, wow.
It's 32. We have 29 already.
Impressive. So, right side, Fair Grove will fire for 3 and hit it. With under a minute to play, it's 13-11. Fair Grove on top. Combs into the front court now, fakes the spin, kicks it into the corner. Hines with the answer, yes!
Garrett Hines for 3.
Why not?
Number 27 on the tournament now?
30.
Number 30 on the tournament, wow. I
We
was way
have
off.
some great math people down here on the
Well, I've heard
table.
about 30 different numbers.
All right,
as Fair
26
Grove
plus 4, Ryan, equals 30.
goes across the timeline with 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
We are a mess tonight.
Jackson Roden throws it right to Kale Combs. Combs, he
Oh, my.
finishes. It was ugly, but it worked. And it's 16-13 here in the first quarter. That might be the theme for Nixa tonight.
Ugly, but it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Baxter into the front court.
Well, it hasn't worked very much yet.
No. Rowden with 10 seconds to play. He's defended by Seitz. Will dribble it back out with 5.
my, deep three.
From the logo. Can't get it to go and out of bounds. What kind of shot was that?
That was way too much time left on the clock.
Yeah, 2 seconds left on the clock
And
now.
they're not going to pick up, which leaves them room to dribble it up. And we know that the Eagles can hit half-court shots here in Springfield, Missouri. Oh, they're not going to.
They're going to let it bounce once. Combs gets a good look here. Oh, he tried to bank it in. It didn't work.
I'm not sure he tried to. It just.
It's a very flat shot. So at the end of the first quarter, Nixa with a narrow lead, 16-13. That first quarter brought to you by Central Gas and Propane. 16-13, the first quarter score from Great Southern Bank Arena. That first quarter brought to you by Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. Fair Grove with the basketball now. They'll try to inbound it here to start the second quarter. And they'll go into Tyler Barnett.
Ooh,
Barnett has it tipped to Seeger. He has it on the left wing.
You can't relax for a bit if no anyone is guarding you.
Seeger up top, now left side to Barnett. Can't see who has it right now. There we go. It's Baxter with it at the top of the key, working on sights. Gives it off to Roden. Roden defended by Kemp on the left wing. Combs will bring the double team here. They throw it up over the top to Seiger. Now into the corner. It's Barnett. Barnett will dribble it back out, pick up his dribble now, and go into the short corner to Barnett. Hand it off to Baxter. Hard double team here. Almost loses it. There's a Fair Grove Eagle all alone. They don't go to him. Instead, Roden for three. No.
A solid defensive possession there for the Eagles, and that's going to have to stay up in pace.
Sights into the front court. Engelman back to Sights. Thought about the three. Now we'll give it off to Corey Kemp. Yeah, that was fantastic defense there on the other end. Cale Combs into the corner to Peters. Now short corner to Combs. Combs pump fakes, just throws it up, can't get it to go. Put back by Engelman. No, he gets his own rebound. Going to go up with it for a third time, won't go. Combs fourth try, no, and rebound to Fair Grove.
Goodness, you got to finish.
They were all right around the basket, probably 2 feet away, and no one could put it through the hoop. It's Braden holy crap, Trey. It's been a rough start to this broadcast. Seeger with it, now into the corner to Baxter. 6:20 to play. They throw it up cross to Rowden. Kemp trying to force him to the left side. He finally passes it off to Baxter.
They have a mismatch on the inside, and they finally go to it.
Barnett working on Sights. Sights tried to take it away. He picks up his dribble and goes to Rowden. Rowden all the way to the rack, and he's fouled.
He's ripped. I'm not sure if they're going to call that on Kemp or Peters.
It's like it was on Peters.
Next foul number 30. Josh Peters collecting his first, second team foul. Jackson Rowden at the line. He'll have 2.
Anybody got any clue why they're only here in the audience, Mike?
No idea.
I didn't even know we had an audience mic.
Maybe
honestly.
we should ask Burns.
For next number 23, Garrett Hines.
Jackson Roden gets the first free throw to go here with 6:04 to play in the second quarter.
Missouri's up by 17.
Yeah, and Missouri State's winning at halftime 40-29.
How about that? Did you say 40 to 29?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Second free throw is good as well.
Missouri basketball showing up now. Everyone catches up to Evangel now.
Cale Combs into the front court, and they'll whistle a foul. Engelman just about put back dunked that. Can he even dunk?
I'm sure.
I don't think I've ever seen him try.
You know, I gave him crap after the, was it, not Crane. Who do we play? Clever.
Did you say Creighton?
Crane. Gosh, I need to spit it out. Clever when he didn't dunk it on the fast break. Gave him some crap for that, so maybe he took it personally.
Corey Kemp into the corner to Sights. Sights kicks it out to Combs on an elevator screen, and he can't connect again. Rebound to Fair Grove. You see Nate Purrier on the baseline shaking his head. He's in disgust. Fair Grove into the front court. It's Seeger on the left wing. Now up top to Baxter. Baxter hands it off to Winterberg. Swung around into Seeger. Cale Combs almost took it away. He's out of position now. It'll be Baxter who connects with the three-pointer, and Fair Grove back out in front. They'll push it fast into the front court. Corey Kemp with the layup.
Corey Kemp.
Quick way to tie the game back.
I mean, you got to bust it back on defense if you're facing the Nixa Eagles. They love to go fast. And Fair Grove couldn't be more of the opposite as they dribble it slowly up the court. Seeger on the left wing.
They could be more of the opposite. We saw Hartville play.
That's very true. Baxter, left wing. Oh, we're back on air, in case you were wondering. Let's go.
That's good.
In front of the Nixa bench, it's Seeger. They didn't hear me have a terrible first quarter, thankfully. They find a wide-open cutter, Seeger, who gets it off the glass. And right back in front is Fair Grove. Combs, hesitation, spinning, and that is smooth.
Wow.
Blancett,
I don't know how
emphatically whistling for timeout, and he finally gets it. It's just a 30, so we'll stay here.
I don't know how you guard that. I mean, if you're guarding Cale Combs, I mean, he's just so quick.
Foul him.
I mean, they guarded it well in the first quarter. but
He wasn't really.
I don't know if he was quite doing what he did there.
No.
Oh, we lost it again, guys. Got told we lost it, but now we're back on, so.
Hey,
All
you
right,
know
we're
whenever you
muting you.
stream something to YouTube, there's like a 30-second delay, so you can't go off the last text you got.
I think we're just going to mute Mike number 1 for us again. I'm
Yep,
just kidding.
that would be fantastic.
I'm just kidding, Brad. Please keep talking.
Brad
I've enjoyed your
has
insight.
officially been trash talked by everyone at this table now.
That timeout was
yesterday-
brought to you by Night Heating and Air Conditioning. Sorry, I had to throw that in.
Yesterday I was here for the early session, and oh, I almost got an N13.
Okay,
Mizzou
go ahead.
did.
Go ahead.
So anyway, they were Wyatt was leaving to go do the radio, and he said if he comes back and Brad's sitting in his spot, he's going to kill him.
So everyone has done it now.
Everyone
just kidding
Everyone
around.
has threatened to kill Brad at this table now.
Fairgrove gets it into Rowden. Don't worry, I did that at like 8 a.m. this morning, so it's okay. They'll hand it off to Baxter, who will dribble across the timeline with 4:23 to play. Bring the double team. He breaks it with ease, hands it off now to Winterberg. Nixa in this heavy double team defense. Now into the corner. Back up top, it's Roden. Roden is whistled with the foul, and I think he could have won an Emmy.
I mean, an Oscar.
Or an Oscar.
There
My
we go.
Goodness.
Ramon Green also entered the game.
I think
Line
he
up
said
on the
that.
floor for the Eagles. Well, we're about to get a new one as Engelman checks in. So it'll be Engelman, Seitz, Combs, Hines, and Ramon Green. 5 on the floor for the Eagles. For the Nixa Eagles, that is. Because both teams are the Eagles tonight.
I would say whoever's losing, we could call them the Fighting Crows, but he didn't have all three.
Well, it's tied.
That's
That's a
Yeah.
travel.
Ball does not lie.
It was
That
very,
wasn't a
very
backcourt.
close to a backcourt
I just
violation
had to
when they
throw that
inbounded
in
it.
there. Yeah.
But he traveled anyways.
I would say whoever's losing, we call them the Fighting Crows, but that doesn't work right now
Well,
since
it's
it's
a tie
tied.
game. So
Yeah.
the Fighting Crows. Combs will take this one across half court with 4:02 to play in the first half. We're all knotted up at 20. Combs up top into the corner to Seitz. Seitz drives, kicks it to Hines,
Oh,
and it's
my.
taken away. Into the front court with Winterberg. He'll slow things up,
That was a dangerous
kick it to
pass.
Seeger. Now right side Roden. Roden defended by Engelman. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Winterberg. They switch. Now hand it off to Baxter. Baxter in front of the Nixa Eagle bench. Dribble it back up top and give it to Seeger. Now left side with Roden. And across to Winterberg. Swung all the way around to Baxter on the left wing. Almost picked up his dribble. Gives it off to Seeger, who's defended by Hines. Singer, left elbow jumper is good.
Spencer Seeger.
Combs now across the timeline with 3:03. He'll drive to the basket, and they'll whistle a foul on the floor.
I thought they were calling a travel there.
Me too. Did he hit the jumper there?
Yeah, he did.
He's starting to see some shots go through the hoop. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be
that's-
shocked if we see Kale Combs takeover mode.
That is his first personal.
Final score is going to be 70-48, and Kale Combs scores the next 50 points.
Bold take.
That's my prediction.
Green, the trigger man, goes into Engelman. He wins the jump ball. Bounce
Oh,
pass
my.
to Kale Combs, who is all alone and finishes, despite the tough defense.
You know, I thought he was going to throw that down at first. He first jumped up.
He
went
wanted
up.
to.
He wanted to,
I
yeah.
don't think he got up as high as he thought he would.
His standing dunk rating isn't very high on 2K.
Roden across the timeline, working on
Oh,
Green.
great
Green
play.
with the steal and
Oh,
losing
my
the basketball, jumping over
That
defenders
is the
but out of
most
bounds.
Ramon Green thing I've ever seen.
Pure grit there.
Green has earned a lot of respect with his effort so far in this tournament. Might not be the most skilled basketball player, but he'll play 110%. And I promise you he's the most skilled football player. Roden left side, throws that one off of Ramon's leg and out of bounds.
Naturally, who else would he throw it off of?
So how many threes in the tournament so far? Sorry, I just want to make sure I know.
30.
So they're one off from tying?
2 off from time.
Okay.
It's 32.
Okay.
And it's 42. Or wait, no, it's 39.
Okay.
I take that back. 39.
Goodness
Roden, the
gracious.
trigger man. They try to go into the backcourt. Jump ball is won by Winterberg at the Bear logo. 2:30 to play in the first half. Winterberg hands it off to Baxter. Score is knotted up at 22. Left side, Barnett. Hands it off to Roden. It's almost taken away by Combs, and it'll go out of bounds and favor Fair Grove. Roden will be the trigger man again underneath his own basket.
21-point game for Mizzou now.
Inside, shot is good for Fair Grove. Now Nixa wants to go fast up ahead. They throw it into the left corner to Hines, now back up top Combs. Combs picks up his dribble to Hines in the corner. Hines tried to rip and drive. It's off his foot and out of bounds. Blancett will look up and down his bench, which is lacking the big man. No, it's not. It's lacking Daniel McCoy tonight. That's what I thought, but any insight on where he is?
No.
Okay.
That's the answer to that because Brad just shook his head. So
Combs almost got the steal. Now inside, it'll lead to a wide open layup, and Fair Grove has a 4-point lead. Engelman across the timeline with 1:40 to play. Kicks it off to Seitz. Seitz behind the back move, now to Green. Green back to Seitz in the corner. Up top to Green. Green picks up his dribble. Seitz right side, now Combs. Combs between the legs. Oh, what a move to get to the basket. And he'll be fouled. Go to the line for 2.
the Kemp brothers will check in at this next, after the first free throw.
It'd be a sick picture for their mom to have both of them sitting at the scorer's table right now.
Cale Combs coming to this 79% from the free throw line.
Oh, he fixed it. Combs finally got it. Or not Combs.
Combs
gets the free throw. But
That's what you were trying to say.
Burns gives us a thumbs up, and apparently we're good. So we'll see.
I've also gotten that text twice now, so you never know.
Oh, my goodness. It's 26-23. You know, I thought when we left they finally had everything ironed out. I guess not. Combs' second free throw rims in, and it's back to a 2-point game. 1:20 to play. Nixa picks up in a press here, which is what they've done most of the tournament. Roden into the front court here. He's defended by Combs. Picks up his dribble now. Not sure what to do. Just throws this one, and somehow it goes to Fair Grove.
That's been the story of the night.
Roden left side, 1 minute to play. Now he gives it off to Baxter. Inside, it's Barnett off the glass.
Noah's just doing everything to try not to foul there.
Devin Kemp into the front court with 45 seconds to play. Combs will take it at the Bear logo. He looked to Blancett, and Blancett said, just hold it. Are we watching the Nixa Eagles or the Hartville Eagles tonight, Trey? Hold it with 30. And Fair Grove is content with this. They're going to go into halftime with a lead. Going to have to dribble to break the clock, and he does. He's defended by Winterberg, who will back off now that Combs has started his dribble, which is probably wise.
Probably, yeah. If
17 to play.
Combs might get all the way to the rim.
Nixa's lined up with all 4 on the baseline here. It's Cale Combs on Winterberg. Combs drives right side, and he's fouled.
I know that play, but I'm not going to pull a tail and say the name of it.
I know the play as well. I wasn't going to say it either.
Love me some Cale Harris.
8.8 seconds to play in the first half. They go to Combs on the right wing. Defended by Winterberg. Combs just throws this one to the Fair Grove bench, and with 4.4 to play, chance to expand on this lead. This looks a lot like last year.
In the semifinal against Catholic.
They kick it into Roden. Roden into the front court. They got Baxter. Oh, he blows the open layup. Had a chance there. A very good look.
First break that the Nixa Eagles have gotten all night, it seems like.
First half thoughts, because they missed most of the first half on the stream. So what are our thoughts?
It wasn't pretty. I will say that. Nixa's lucky to only be down by 4 right now.
I mean, I like the pressure they're applying. The ball's just not bouncing their way a lot. I mean, you see a lot of passes getting away, but just somehow falls in the hands of the Fair Grove Eagles. I think if they keep the pressure up and just get more turnovers here and capitalize, they'll be set.
I've been extremely impressed with Fair Grove. I thought we'd see them pack down in a zone and just hope that Nixa was missing their three-pointers. And Nixa is missing their three-pointers, but Fair Grove is playing a high-pressure man-to-man defense. I've been impressed. I didn't think they'd match up well, but they've done a fantastic job, a young team, and we'll see if Nixa can't turn this around. Nixa Eagle basketball brought to you here on YouTube by Central Gas and Propane, Wise Guys Screen Pinning, Knight Heating and Air Conditioning, and Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll step aside. It's 28-24 in Gold Division semifinal number 1. Back at after halftime. And we're back at Great Southern Bank Arena. It's Fair Grove on top of Nixa, 28-24. So the first time the Nixa Eagles have really faced adversity in these 3 days they've been to the blue and gold. Brad, what'd you see in the first half?
I saw a lot of turnovers from the Eagles. I saw a lot of I wouldn't say bad.
From Nixa,
From Nixa, my bad.
Yeah.
From the Nixa Eagles. I mean, I wouldn't say bad shots. It's just, they're struggling to move the ball around and just not finishing well. But Fair Grove, on the other hand, Nixa's applying a lot of pressure. A ton of pressure. They're just, the ball's bouncing their way, and they're getting easy finishes, finding cutters coming through, and putting up easy twos.
Nixa's successfully ran their defense, which is go trap and cause chaos. They've done good rotating. It's just the ball's not fell their way sometimes. They'll poke it away, and it'll just somehow go to a wide-open Fair Grove guy. I think that the tide will turn for Nixa. It's just they got to start converting on open looks. There was the one possession where they had 4 looks right in front of the basket and missed on all 4. You just got to hit your shots. They've been a hot shooting team so far, so hopefully they can turn it around offensively. That first half brought to you by our sponsors, Central Gas and Propane, Wise Guys Screen Printing, Knight Heating and Air Conditioning, and Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. Very lucky to have those sponsors. Guys, we're about to get underway. What do you look to see out of Nixa here in the second half?
I think that they just keep doing what they're doing on defense and just hope that the ball bounces their way a little bit, kind of hustle a little bit more like they were doing last night, and then on the offensive end, kind of just run through their offense. They're going to get an open look if they keep moving the ball. They've shown that they've got the better athletes.
Second chance opportunities are big for the Eagles also. You see tip shot not going in. If they can just finish on the second chance opportunities, they're set.
We've already seen one upset today as Sparta's moved on to the Blue Division Final. We've got 16 more minutes to decide this one as Nixa has the basketball. It's Josh Peters up top. No, that's Hines, actually. Hines kicks it out to Combs. Combs behind the back move, and he'll dribble it back out. Crossover now, spinning through the lane, and he'll get it with the foul. Wow.
And there's the Cale Combs special.
That's the Cale Combs, I'm better than you, so I'm going to go drive it.
We see John Perry call the play all the time in football. He'll just say, my guy's better than you.
Also,
throw it up to
I'm
him.
not sure if anyone watching the stream watched Big Toe's documentary so far, but there was a contract that him and Perry had where he would not throw him the ball over the middle.
Combs' free throw is good.
Which does answer a lot of questions about just throwing the ball down the side, just hoping he catches it.
Yeah, that's true.
Which it worked quite a bit.
7:36 to play here in the third quarter. Nixa Eagles back within 1. They'll pick up in a press here. Fair Grove with the basketball. It's Baxter.
And they just throw it away. That was tipped.
Apparently, and Blancett's saying, I have the same view as you. I disagree. And now people are booing, and we'll have a talk here.
I don't think that ball was tipped.
We got 3 veterans working tonight. No overturn.
All right. Interesting. I didn't see it, but there was also a ref in my way.
They throw it into the backcourt to Jackson Roden. He's met with a double team, and there's a Trey. You want to say it?
Ball don't lie.
Ball does not lie.
Arkansas and Kansas are going to overtime
In
football.
Wasn't Arkansas up by 25?
Kansas erased a 24-point deficit to send that game to overtime.
Electric football in the Midwest out of those 2 teams.
It's been some electric sports in the Midwest recently.
Ball thrown away, and it goes to Fair Grove. They were trying to go into Combs with 4 defenders on.
Yeah, that wasn't really the smartest move.
Speaking of Kansas, I see a Rock Chalk shirt walking down the aisle right now.
Doesn't shock me one
Here
bit.
at GSB. Fair Grove will inbound it with 7:15 to play. They go to Baxter. He's met with a double team. Now into the middle to Roden. They break the press with ease here. Cross-court pass to Winterberg, and now resets it up top. Roden at the Bear logo. A minute off the clock here in the third quarter. Picks up his dribble in front of the Fair Grove bench.
Oh.
Now to Rowden.
If Engelman was stepped up a little bit on him, that would have been a steal. But you can let him, they're going to let him shoot all day.
Winterberg on the right wing.
Oh,
He's awkwardly dribbling. It's taken away by Peters, and now back to Winterberg. Roden all the way to the rack. Oh, he can't finish. It's tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Fair Grove.
It's this goal. The ball does not like to go in on this goal.
It does not like to go in on this goal, and thankfully for Nixa, they're not shooting on this goal in the second half this time.
They're only down by 1.
Because the last 2 games, they've hit double-digit threes in the first half, and then nothing in the second half.
Can't find the basket in the second half.
They inbound it on the block. Now throw it back out to Winterberg. Hand off to Baxter. Baxter
Oh,
almost
He
had
showed
it
that
taken
to him.
away.
it's the Dick
Now
Vitale.
Barnett.
If you show it, you got to take it.
Barnett kicks it off to Rowden.
Great find.
Inside, Baxter blocked. He gets his own rebound, going to go back up again. He wasn't even looking at the basket and finishes. How did that go in?
Combs and Engelman just kind of standing down there and really just kind of not wanting to foul.
I don't know how he hit it.
I don't either. He was not looking.
Combs across the timeline. They slowed it up a little bit there. It's Kemp right back to Combs for three. Misses long. Rebound to Hines in the corner. Hines drives baseline. Jump pass, and he loses it. It's going to go to Barnett, and they'll slow things up now.
This Eagles offense just looks rough. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not looking good at all.
Brad, it's the Nixa. It's Nixa tonight.
I said the Knicks Eagles.
You said the Knicks.
It's okay.
Offense.
Winterberg has it up top, now swung around to Rowden. Up top, Baxter, now into the corner, Barnett. Barnett drives, picks up his dribble, and throws it right to K.O. Combs. It's a one-on-one here. Combs, Euro
what
step,
a move.
beautiful with the finger roll. It's okay, Brady. The first time I had a blue and gold game with Eagles and Eagles, I said it every time, and Osborne about killed me.
Right, I said Nixa.
Winterberg
Brad.
up top. Jumper
Whatever.
from Barnett, no good, and they're going to throw it up ahead to Combs. Combs, another one-on-one here. Combs just
Okay.
going to throw it off the glass. That was a business decision
Yep.
by Jackson Roden.
Yep. He watched film.
Nixa's up 31-30. Combs almost took it away again.
I would say he follows SportsCenter Next and Overtime on Twitter, but he doesn't have a Twitter. And I'm trying to find out how good he is at other sports.
The Fairgrove Eagles looking for their first win against Nixa since 1983.
Oh,
Wow.
he does have a
39
Twitter.
years.
Now would be the time to get it. He has one follower
He has
and one
one.
following. Yeah. They inbound it here. Got to get it across the timeline. Combs almost took it away. Oh, that's not the time you wanted to foul there. They had about 3 seconds to get it across.
He's following Fox News, and Blake Winterberg follows him. And he has 0 tweets. This does not help things. I need to tell him to tweet
It was
more
just
often.
about useless.
He's pretty good at baseball, I
4:47
would
here.
assume. First team all-district in soccer, so he's pretty good at all 3 sports he plays.
He was all state in baseball. There's a foul there. Who's that one whistled to?
Peters. Clear path foul.
Clear path foul?
No.
I probably would have called it that.
That is his third. And the second team foul.
Seeger will be the trigger man here with 4:44 to play. Devin Kemp will check in first, though. And Peters will check out. Peters just not really gotten things going yet. If he could, it'd
Which
be a
is
big
not
help.
good, yeah.
He had 25 points last night in the win. Jump pass, they get it across the timeline. Right side, corner 3 on the way, and he hits it. That's Braden Baxter.
Has he missed a 3?
I don't think so. He's shot very efficient. Combs wants to go fast. Kicks it to Engelman inside, and we got a
Got a
tie up
foul.
now. They'll whistle a foul.
And time for Coach Tucker to lose his mind again.
He's not been happy. Tucker in his second year
I don't think
as
that
the
he's
head
been
coach for
happy
Fairgrove.
once this entire tournament. And they beat Parkview yesterday.
Kemp inbounds it to Combs on the left elbow. Combs to the rack. Can't finish, and they'll whistle him for a charge. His
Interesting.
shoulders were square to the basket there.
I don't
He
know.
had full control of his body there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Second personal, third.
I don't know about that one.
They inbound it to Winterberg. Now Seeger, wide open man on the other side. Rowden tried
just
to pass
loses
it across the court. He loses it. Combs on the other end now, spinning through the lane. How did
How
he
in
finish
the world?
that?
That was good defense, too.
I feel like I say it every time, but my
That's
goodness.
impressive.
They
Forces
pick up
a
their
pick
dribble
up
now.
there.
Defensive effort picking up for Nixa. Diving bodies. It's Rowden.
Oh, what a move.
Rowden
Oh,
tips
better
it away.
move.
It's Devin Kemp. Oh. And we just lost audio completely. in the first half, and I think that's why they're losing right now.
I would have to agree with that.
We're back? All right, we're good.
Well, we've been talking, so.
Yeah, I'd hope we're back. Braden Baxter's first free throw is good with 3:17 to play here in the third quarter. Man, this would be quite the upset.
You know,
second free throw is good as well.
This is the 4th game I've been to today, and I've seen 3 games that could be a candidate for game of the tournament.
Combs up top. They're giving him a lot of
off,
space.
Yeah, that's not smart.
He's just not feeling himself today, and I think they're challenging him.
Combs in front of the Nixa bench. He'll drive baseline, and that was a quick foul.
Or they just don't want him to get to the basket like that, because that's worked every time.
I'd rather him shoot it from 25 feet than shoot it from 2.
Yeah. Which, if he hits those 25-footers, then they're in trouble.
Yes.
You might want to step out on him. Might want to step out on sides, too.
Corey Kemp, the trigger man, goes up top to Combs. Combs finds Kemp in the corner. He's got a 3 off a screen. Yes! The first of the second half.
It's a big one there.
And Nixa within 1. They throw it to Roden. Roden picks up his dribble, defended by Kemp. They get it across the timeline with Seeger. Seeger behind the back move. Now hands it off to the point guard, Roden.
Kemp was right behind him.
No, he just got lucky that he moved hands when he did. Roden defended by Kemp. Tough defense. He tips the pass. Now a double team and a foul's whistled. Yeah.
That happens.
Heard someone say behind me that was it was the 7 count instead of the 5 count there when Kemp was guarding him on the closely guarded.
Not sure about that one.
Seeger, the trigger man here with 2:31 to play. They get it in to Baxter. Baxter blocked by Engelman off the glass. K.O. Combs into the front court. Nixa has numbers here, and he's fouled. Oh, I got shades of LeBron James there from Engelman. You know what play I'm talking about,
You really had
Trey.
to bring that up.
Oh, I forgot. You're a Warriors fan.
You really had to bring that up.
Trey's a Warriors fan and a Cowboys fan, in case anyone's wondering.
I don't even watch football.
And North Carolina.
I'm actually not an NBA fan.
Tyler Barnett, and I'm not really an NBA fan either.
Or NFL, really. Or anything football related, actually. I just ref it. Whenever you ref football, you get tired of it pretty quickly.
Kemp goes to Engelman,
Oh,
spinning
great
through
move.
the lane. Oh, he can't finish. A lot of contact there. Would have given the Nixa Eagles the lead. It's Seeger with it now. Nixa still pressed up. Baxter now, right wing. They bring the double team. Kemp cuts him off. Into the front court now, and Fair Grove will whistle for a timeout. That one just a 30-second, so let's stay here. This timeout brought to you by Night Heating and Air Conditioning.
Oh, I think Devin Kemp right now is doing a really good job on defense. I mean, he's getting that. They're getting that trap off, and it's Fairgrove's struggling with it.
You would look at Devin Kemp and think that defense would be what he struggled with, but it's exactly the opposite. He's been a strong defender here in this game. It says he's 5'10" on the program. If he's 5'10", I might be 6'4", but still, he's done a great job defending tonight.
But if he's 5'10", I'm John Bull.
John Bull, that's the second minute. How have we mentioned him twice this week? I don't understand.
Once again, we'll see him in about a month. A little less than a month, actually, here on this floor again.
It'll be Fairgrove basketball. They'll inbound it on the right wing with 2:05 to play. They still have the lead here. Nixa trailing by 1. They're also trailing the Gold Division 3-point record by 1 as this one's thrown into the backcourt.
And it's still...
And a foul whistled on Devin Kemp. I'm not really sure where that happened at.
His hands went from out to right in, and that's couldn't call a hand check there. Back in the 80s, that would not be a foul.
Back in the 80s. Trey loves old school basketball.
I'm a big old school basketball guy.
Seeger goes into the backcourt to Baxter. Defended by Corey Kemp.
Mentioned Loyola Marymount the other night. Yeah. That's a big one. No one really knows
They bring the double team with Combs. Now right side, it's Seeger. Seeger driving to the basket. Can't finish. Rebound being tipped around. Engelman grabs it.
A great play by Combs there.
Devin Kemp wants to go fast and does. Floater won't go, but he's fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2. Devin Kemp taking over on both sides of the ball for the Nixa Eagles here.
Wow, not a controversial call there, and I expected some yelling from either side, no matter which way that call went. But there wasn't much of it.
It was both very calm as Devin Kemp's first free throw is good, and we have a tie basketball game.
Not something I expected to say 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
I honestly thought Nixa was going to run away with it. This Fair Grove team only beat Marshfield by 4.
I take back my statement about the 40
Yeah, you might want to do that. Second free throw rolls in.
What was your statement?
That we would win by 40 if we had finished.
Seeger inbounds it to Roden. Now back to Seeger. Up top, it's Tyler Barnett to the basket.
Yeah,
and they'll whistle a charge.
Oh, didn't expect that.
That's
Noah
number 12
Engelman.
coming from
By the way,
Engelman.
does anyone know how many charges J.C. Bray has?
I don't
I heard
know,
that
but
there's some type of competition on
J.C.
Twitter
Bray
going.
drew one today.
She did draw one today.
In the girls' game.
But Noah also drew 4 against Central.
That's Noah's 12th on the year.
That is an
That's
insane
crazy.
number. We thought Evan Long took a lot of charges.
We were talking about Evan Long today. Norm Stewart Classic MVP a couple years ago.
It's very true.
Brad said that whenever he saw the Mizzou game that I was watching.
Corey Kemp, right wing.
An illegal screen.
And an illegal screen is whistled. Is that on Kale?
I think it is. Yep.
Third foul? Second foul?
Illegal screen on number 1, Kale Gomes. That is his third.
Third.
And the 7th Nixa foul.
That's not
Cool.
good.
That's not what you want to hear out of your star player.
Also, both teams will be on the bonus for the rest of the game. And
Oh,
there's
my goodness.
9.5 minutes left. Don't foul.
Roden splits a double team. Picks up his dribble, goes into the front court to Baxter. Baxter, right side now. Seeger driving, and a block. They'll wave off the shot that went in. He was pretty out of control.
Yeah.
Does anybody know where Rick went?
The
No,
PA
I'm not
announcer?
sure where he is. He did the last game. Maybe he don't. I don't know.
They usually split up blue and gold.
In for Nixa, number 30, Josh Peters.
It's just not the same without Rick.
It's really not.
A double overtime game listening to Rick the whole game.
Maybe that
Very
could be
exciting.
why he worked overtime twice.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if this guy's doing the next game, then we know why. But
Seeger's free throw doesn't go. And
That's
Nixa
a
still
big
leads
miss.
by 1. Kemp into the front court. They go to Seitz. Seitz pump fakes. Now will dribble it back up top. Gets the screen from Devin Kemp. Now hands it off to Engelman. Corey Kemp with it now on the elbow. And a foul is whistled inside, and that'll send
Peters.
Peters to the line. That's a great chance to get Peters going here. See him or have him see something go through the hoop.
Peters coming in 71% from the line.
7th team foul. 1 and 1 for Josh Peters.
56.4 seconds to play here. Peters front into the 1-and-1, doesn't go. Rebound being tipped around, and it goes out to Carson Seitz. He's all alone for 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound to Engelman. He'll hand it off to Corey Kemp, now to his brother Devin, in front of the Nixa bench with 45 to play. Seitz, right wing, jab step between the legs. Can't really create any separation. He'll dribble it back to the top of the key. Devin Kemp now spinning through the lane. Scoop layup. Oh my goodness, Devin Kemp.
The Cale Combs move from Devin Kemp. How about that?
I love seeing Kemp take over on offense.
Seeger with it right wing. This 3-point
Look
lead
at the defense.
could be Nix's largest of the night.
Probably is.
Up top, it's Tyler Barnett. Now they'll throw it back out. Jackson Roden with 14 to play. He's defended by Seitz. 10 now in the third quarter. Roden right side. Gives it off. It was almost taken away. A three-pointer for Braxter. Couldn't tie it. Engelman with 1 second. 3/4 of the court. And he misses everything from our angle.
And from our angle, it looked
really
really good. It didn't end up anywhere near the basket.
Gold Division semifinal number 1. It's 40-37. This one's going to go down to the final stretch. Back after the break. It is. And we're back. I was talking to Wyatt. Sorry, guys. As they heard it. It's 40-37. They could hear it on the stream. He said, hey. 40-37. This one's going down to the wire to decide who gets a spot in the championship game tomorrow night at 8:30.
I say we kick Brad off and let him do the next semifinal.
Seeger loses the basketball. Up
Dunk
ahead,
it.
Devin Kemp. Kemp to the rack. Oh, he can't finish. He blew the open layup, and a foul is whistled
Can you call
now.
a shooting foul on that?
Who's it called? Wait, what?
Peters is going to go to the line for the
He was
one-on-one.
he was in the air.
I mean,
He
I
was
think
going up for
that-
the rebound, but it looked like he was going to put it back.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to
That's
call
good
that
on
on
the
the.
speed.
You're going to call that on the floor 10 out of 10
Of course,
times,
it doesn't
though.
even matter. He's going to make the first free throw. So
Hey, knock on wood, Trey, right now. There we go.
Thank you. Free throw is good as the Knicks Alive loop is playing in the background.
yes, I didn't jinx him. I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah, he was 100% confident. Next semifinal that'll take place is between Rogersville and Greenwood, who upset Stratford to get their spot in the semifinals.
I don't know what's even going on in this tournament anymore. This
Second
has
free
been
throw
the
is good.
most competitive one in
You know what's
years.
crazy is I looked at you in the first day and I said this is going to be the least competitive blue and gold we've ever seen. It
Well,
might not be.
you were wrong.
Roden picks up his dribble. He's brought with a heavy double team. Now they get it to Seeger. Back to Roden, right wing. Fakes the pass. Picks up his dribble at the three-point line. Gives it off to Seeger. Seeger at the Bear logo with 7:20 to play. He picks up his dribble. Now goes to, that's Geitz. Left side, pull-up jumper is good.
That's a tough shot with Engelman in his face. Keeps him in the game, though.
Three-point game. Yeah, Nixa could have ran away with it with a stop and a score. Devin Kemp will hold it at the Bear logo. A minute off the clock here in the final quarter of action. Wow, I cannot speak tonight.
Final quarter of regulation with how today's going.
Josh Peters in front of the Nixa bench. He'll jab, now give it off to Engelman. Engelman will just hold it. Is this Hartville basketball?
Brett Reed has come out in the former Brock Lancet.
No way. We're going to hold this at the Bear logo. We've became everything I hate.
One thing I've
Don't
noticed.
say that too loud. Wyatt's next to you. Wyatt's a big Brett Reed guy.
Cale Combs at the Bear logo.
There it
Now
is.
he goes left side. They're going to run a play here. They bring the screen with Peters. Give it to Kemp. Now corner Devin Kemp.
You sure they're going to run a play?
Maybe not.
Well, they're running a play. Not
Devin
to get to
Kemp,
the basket, though. They're-
corner, Peters, he'll fire for three. Off the front rim. Oh, an
Oh.
unfortunate bounce. It'll go out of bounds.
Oh, Corey a little slow to get up.
Nah, he's all good.
One thing I noticed is Devin Kemp starting to run the one position. You see Kale down low in the paint a lot more right now for the Eagles.
Well, I think it was just a matter of Fairgrove prepped for one thing, so why not hit him with another thing?
Yeah. And they prepped very well, as it's shown. They're only
Yes.
down by 3, 6 minutes to go.
Baxter, cross-court pass to Rowden.
Tipped a really slow
Now
pass.
Seeger. Seeger, right side. And the whistle, a block. That was unfortunate. I thought he was in decent position.
Oh, he was moving, but you can do that. And it looks like he kind of lowered his shoulder.
Dixon Feller for three. Noah Engelman, his second.
Kansas is going for two to tie the game at 53 in double overtime.
Oh, my goodness.
There's
We'll
been
see
too many
Seeger go to the
overtimes,
line for
though.
1-1. Everything's overtime today. UNI is about to make a 19-point comeback and send that game to overtime.
They better not.
Free throws,
Ball
no
lie.
good, and
Ball
rebound to
does
Combs.
not lie.
Combs, full court pass. Josh Peters
Oh,
drives
what a move.
baseline.
What a
Oh,
play.
the reverse layup is good.
He caught that ready to run. He knew where he was going.
almost
as soon
ran
as he
too
caught it.
fast.
Yeah. Well, he basically did. He ended up under the basket when he picked up the ball, but it doesn't matter because it's Josh Peters.
Barnett holds it right side, defended by Devin Kemp. About a 6-inch height disparity. Peters diving on the floor. Who's this ball going to go to? Out of bounds, and they give it to Nixa.
That's not going to be a popular call on the Fairgrove side.
And Fairgrove going to whistle for timeout here. Nixa firing on all cylinders defensively in the fourth quarter. Okay, I didn't think Brady. I thought Brady had
Oh,
something.
my
No, I
goodness.
didn't. I thought
right.
you were sitting in the break.
It's a full timeout.
It's a
So
full
let's go,
timeout.
Brady.
This one brought to you by Night Heating and Air Conditioning. 44-39 your score. And we're back. 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. Nixa on top, 44-39. They're starting to come alive here out of the Fairgrove timeout. They'll inbound it on the left side. Oh, my goodness. Who in the world is Eastern Oregon?
Eastern Oregon.
And why did
Mountaineers
Gonzaga bully
lost
them
to
like that?
Gonzaga, 120-42.
That was clever versus Nixa.
And the leading scorer for Gonzaga only had 18 points.
Devin Kemp holds it up top. Now Cale Combs right side.
Drew Timmy. Fun fact, I modeled my
Combs
mustache after him.
drives in. Jumper.
Oh,
It
my
rattles
goodness.
home.
That sat on the rim for a while.
Across the timeline with Seeger. Seeger Euro step through the lane. What are they going to call? They call it and one.
Oh, my goodness.
And Engelman will pick up his third foul.
Was he not set there?
He tried to sell it a little bit too much, and the ref's going to call a block every time.
His third personal and the 10th Nixa foul.
10 fouls for Nixa. And we'll be shooting to the rest of the way.
And Fairgrove not too far behind.
They have 8.
That'll be Engelman's third foul. I'm not sure if
Free
anyone said
throw,
that.
and he converts the and one.
Makes it a two-possession game.
It was already a two-possession game, but yeah.
It was, but this is a much easier two-possession game, which is exactly what I meant to say.
4-point game here. Combs across the timeline. Behind the back move. He's going to drive to the basket. Spinning, and he
Oh, my
finishes.
goodness.
Cale Combs, takeover mode. Timeout Nixa. My question is, when's Division I going to hop on Cale?
Well, you know, he saw Jacob Lafferty and Kyle Pope put on a show. He wants to put on a show of his own here.
I mean, when you average 21.4 points a game against, they went into Liberty and he had 20 every game. That's impressive. Those teams are top teams in the state. So I think they're going to be flowing soon.
Full timeout here for Nixa. It's 48-42. Cale Combs coming alive. Back after this. .42 out of the Nixa timeout. They'll set up in a press here. I'm sure it's something they haven't ran all night. No, they're not going to be in a press. More of a half-court look here. With 4:44 to play, Jackson Roden will cross half-court, defended by Devin Kemp. Now gives it off to Baxter. Up top, it's Seeger. Seeger, hop step through the lane,
Just
loses
lost
it. And, this ref
that's
wanted
not a
it to
good
go to
call.
Nixa. He's he knows. But it goes to Fairgrove.
I love that guy. He's a North Carolina fan.
I hate North Carolina.
Okay. Yeah, 5-star recruit, coming in.
Go Gamecocks. Baxter holds it up top with 4:20 to play.
South Carolina's got a great women's team.
Hands it off to Seeger.
#1 in the country.
Seeger defended by Combs. Bring the screen. Now hand it off. That's Roden. Roden driving with his left hand. Picks it up at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Barnett. Barnett picks up his dribble. Finds a cutter. Shot up from Roden and one.
That was very touchy there.
I love the look on Blancett's face. It's the same look he's had on his face for 15 years now.
Except now he can stand up and say something about it. They should,
He stand up and say something about it before.
Yeah, but now he can do it without worrying about a tech. Did they call that on Cale?
They might
I
have.
think Cale literally had his hands behind his back.
I hope they didn't call it on Cale.
I don't know.
That'd be Cale's
Halfway
fourth.
through the fourth quarter here, and it's a 3-point game.
Great screen.
Devin Kemp,
my.
Euro step.
my
He
goodness.
finished.
Oh,
Devin
my
Kemp
goodness.
show. The finger roll, so smooth.
You'd love to see Devin step up.
I just love Devin.
How
Mini
does he get
De'Aaron
to the
Fox.
basket?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
He might be quicker than De'Aaron Fox.
Roden throws it into the short corner to Barnett. Spinning jumper won't go.
Great
Rebound to the
defense by
Eagles.
Kemp. Corey Kemp.
Corey Kemp now wants to push it up ahead. Kale Combs on the left wing.
Smart play, slow it down.
Throws it to Devin Kemp. Now back to Combs. Combs gets the screen from Devin Kemp. Tried the baseline pass to Engelman, and they just weren't on the same page there.
Kind of lost it going up.
It was the right idea.
Combs is kind of like shaking off his left shoulder right now. You saw him grab it after that and kind of started to shake it off.
That could be why the shooting night's been not the greatest.
Yeah, you don't want your dominant hand or your dominant arm's shoulder to be hurting whenever you're trying to shoot the ball.
Jackson Rowden with 3:03 to play.
Wanted to attack on Devin Kemp there, but that's not going to work.
Barnett picks up his
Great
dribble here.
defense by Combs.
Now right side to Rowden. Defended by Devin Kemp. It's a 5-point game. Barnett right wing. Defended by Engelman. Picks up his dribble at the top of the key. Now gives it off to Seeger.
You can't play Hartville basketball whenever you're down by
Seeger throws
4
it away,
throw it
and that
away.
one out of bounds. Kansas just lost on a heartbreaker.
Oh, man.
55-53 in triple overtime.
The pressure right now is just getting to the young Fair Grove team. I mean, you see it a lot.
It
Passes out of bounds, and they're just starting to crumble.
This Fair Grove team, give them 2 years. I wouldn't doubt if they win this tournament with ease. Engelman up top with 2:30 to play. He'll pull things out here. Don't be shocked if we don't see the Eagles, or the Nixa Eagles, that is, not take another shot.
That wouldn't shock me one bit. Oh, got him
Engelman
stumbling
hands
a
it
little
off
bit.
to Corey Kemp. Kemp at half court, toughly defended. He dribbles through the lane, spinning. Now hands it off to his brother Devin Kemp, and they're just playing keep away here. Corey Kemp, they tried to bring the double team. He still handles it, now gives it off to his brother Devin. Under 2 minutes to play now.
They're really doing whatever they want with the ball right now.
Kale Combs holds it now, defender on his back. Oh, errant pass. And it's going to go to Fair Grove. Blancett can't believe it.
It's okay. It happens to the best of us.
Man. You know, we haven't mentioned Nixa. They were tied for second place in the recent Class 6 rankings that came out today.
Yeah, they are.
So an even more impressive showing for Fair Grove, who wasn't ranked. Jackson Roden, and he'll whistle for a timeout after he loses his dribble. 1:35 to play. The Devin Kemp fan club is behind us, and I think I've turned into the Devin Kemp fan club as well.
I have too, yeah.
Oh, I love Devin. He's hilarious.
It's a 30-second timeout. We'll stay here.
30-second timeout. You know why I can't speak is because it's 100 million degrees down here on the floor. I am burning up.
You guys thought I was just dancing going the other way on that call.
He was not just dancing. He
Nope.
thought it was going the other
No,
way.
he thought he was going the other way.
No overtime, says Wyatt Wheeler.
I told, oh, what's his name? Is that Tim over there?
I don't remember his name.
I can't, Landon. No, that's Tim. Well, I told Tim Bishop to keep this game in regulation, not go to overtime, and I'm worried I might have to. 5-point game. The Eagles are doing a good job of playing keep away right now, though.
1:35. It is Fair Grove's basketball here. Kale just kind of forced that one in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And he's not had the best night that we've ever seen him have, so naturally he's probably going to score 45 tomorrow night. And the sad thing is he still has like 22 points or something like that.
He's had a pretty good scoring game, just not great in everything else.
Roden crosses half court, now gives it off to Winterberg. Left side Seeger.
Tomorrow
Up
we're
top
gonna
to
see,
Baxter.
Tomorrow we're going to see the first ever 60-20-10 game like Luka Doncic had last night.
Winterberg, tough defense by Engelman. He picks up his dribble. Now hands it off to Seeger. Seeger, it's a good look for three. Oh, no.
That's what they
Second
needed.
chance here.
Oh, Josh
Baxter
Peters,
taken
what a
away by
play.
Peters. Now Devin Kemp, got to get it across half court and you're fine. A minute to play here. Kale Combs with it. And he'll dribble it back out with 55.
Lance is arguing for a foul.
He holds it on the right side. Creates separation here.
That's all he's looking for right now. No, it's not.
Combs, and he's shoved in the back, will go to the line
Count it.
for the 1-and-1.
I was about to say, when was Fair Grove going to start fouling?
They were playing good defense. It just wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, you got to get a 5-second count if you're just looking to play defense and not foul, but Kale's too good to not get a 5-second.
Or we add a shot clock to high school basketball.
That would change the dynamic of this tournament heavily if they did add a shot clock to high school basketball. You would not see the Hartvilles being as successful. Free throw, no good on the front end. Oh, what an athletic rebound by Corey Kemp. And they'll throw it back out to Devin. Now Noah Engelman. Engelman, he's fouled.
Great play by Kemp.
Kemp hit him with the Odell.
The Kemp brothers are playing great tonight.
Team foul number 10.
Noah Engelman to the line. It'll be the 1-and-1 again.
Engelman will have 2 free throws.
Engelman 66% from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good. I guess it was actually the double bonus. That one's slow. The side scoreboard trick that we always look at.
Yeah.
Not working again.
That was working. Just behind the foul.
Yes. I wouldn't be shocked here if with a miss, Fairgrove calls a timeout once they cross half court. And the free throw's no good. See what they do. Down by 6 here. Still a 2-possession game. Roden into the front court. They're just going to let them roll. They got 2. Barnett holds it up top. Now gives it back to Roden. He splits a double team, loses the basketball, out of bounds. Who will it go to? And it goes to Nixa.
Tim was asking for it, and he's just walking down the court again.
24.5 to play. He's a character. Nixa on top here. They go into the corner to Combs. Combs with 24 on the clock. They bring the double team, and finally they'll foul.
One free throw.
Just about seal this one.
I won't say that, but it will make it a lot harder to come back.
And Nixa couldn't hit a
Double
three
bonus.
for, 15 minutes, so now we have to wait till tomorrow to break the record, or to tie the record even.
Back to the line. Shooting 2.
First free throw from Cale Combs is good. And that
That's
one,
a big free throw, and
just-
now no rebounders.
one will just about seal it.
Oh,
They'll
no,
actually
one.
leave Peters.
They'll leave Peters,
in.
yeah.
Combs has shot 89 free throws this year.
That's a ton.
That's a lot of free throws.
Barring that Nixa holds on, they'll move to play at 8:30 tomorrow night in the championship game. Blancett will take a 30-second timeout here,
30-second
winning 53-45 here. We'll also see the Lady Eagles in action tomorrow, 2 o'clock at the O'Reilly Family Event Center. We'll have that one for you audio only, live at 2 o'clock, and then the tape delayed broadcast will be up after the fact. They take on the West Plains Lady Zizzers.
Oh, goody.
That
Coach
one will be
Womack has his
Triple overtime?
I
600th
hope
win.
triple overtime. I mean, my goodness.
I don't know, the Lady Eagles, last time they played them, what was it, 11? They played a really good game against
11
West
what?
Plains.
They won by 11?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was just recently, what, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I should remember the score. I called that game.
They'll look to go back to the championship game of the pink and white since that was 2020 that they went. They played a triple overtime game with West Plains at Parkview.
And Ryan and I are down here waiting on Nix's game to start, and everyone at the media table was listening to Nate Purrier on it.
Yeah, everyone was listening to Nate, and he goes, "Do you believe in miracles?" No. That was quite the call, and everyone heard it as the national anthem was playing.
That was quite the day.
With 19.8 seconds left, Fairgrove will have the basketball with Jackson Roden. Roden kicks it off, a three-pointer here, misses everything and out of bounds. We'd like to remind you that tonight's game will be available with video at the completion of this game on the YouTube channel. Will it be a different link or same link? Different, so it'll be a different link. You'll have to go to the YouTube channel, but you can go back and watch the video since you missed the first half probably. Nixa's going to dribble this one out, survive and advance. They move to the finals to take on the winner of the next game between Logan Rogersville and Greenwood. It was 53-45 Nixa on top. Guys, what were your thoughts on that one?
Oh, that was just ugly. Another one of Blanchett's ugly, but we'll take it anyway. Because he said that after the Central game I saw him. So this has kind of become a theme of the season.
I mean, you say ugly, but we'll take it. But this Eagles team, I mean, they fought through the adversity. I mean, the ball was not bouncing their way at all throughout the game. And Cale Combs caught on fire, and so did Devin Kemp. And it was
the Devin Kemp show tonight.
It was.
I mean,
Devin played great.
Devin took over on offense, and I haven't seen that all year. And I know he's going to have a big smile on his face after this game because he played great.
He just always has a big smile on his face, if you ask me. What are our thoughts on the next game, guys?
I got Rogersville. I think Rogersville will.
That's
Beat
a
Greenwood.
controversial opinion.
What do you think, Trey?
No, I'm kidding. I got Rogersville winning too.
I've got Rogersville as well. Now that we say that, it'll be like college game day, and
Yeah.
Greenwood will win because we all said
Yep.
that Rogersville
That's
was
exactly
going to
what's
win.
going to happen. Well,
So-
I also had Bolivar winning, but that didn't happen.
Also had Stratford winning last night, plus Parkview.
It's been a roller coaster.
It's been quite the tournament. I love it.
Wait, so are we going to call this next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if
not?
it's the same link. Are we gonna Burns? Are we using the same link for the next game? Or are we just gonna keep going on this?
Let's keep going on
All right,
this
we'll
one.
keep going on this
So no
one.
one has to switch off their computer.
I'm definitely going to step aside for a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta go eat.
Nixa came out on top here. It was a fantastic game. I don't have the score because
was
they took it off.
53 to 45.
This is-
53 to 45,
They take the score off quicker than Denzel did,
which is impressive.
which is impressive. He took that off immediately.
Tonight's live stream was brought to you in part by Central Gas and Propane, Wise Guys Screen Printing, Night Heating and Air Conditioning, and Larson Heating and Air Conditioning. We'll be back soon, but from Great Southern Bank Arena. For Trey Hartwell, Brady Retone, I'm Ryan Retone, saying so long, and we'll be back for the next semifinal.